Good morning, everyone. This is Dale Keter, and I'm back to play more Vampire Bloodlines on Twitch. I took a break from streaming yesterday to go to the St. Louis Aquarium. I took a lot of pictures and videos and had fun, I suppose. It was an interesting experience. I'm not a very naturey, animally creature. I mostly paid attention to the signs and the people there. Um, anyway, I'm back, so I guess let's go back to the game. Oh my goodness, that is loud. I forgot how loud the game was. Let's just load. Okay, there we go. I guess it's just the main menu music. It's really, really obnoxiously loud, and there's no way to lower it without lowering everything else. I suppose I should lower the volume when I'm in the main menu, but it only lasts for a few seconds anyway, so that should be fine. Alright, if I recall correctly, in our last session, I did a lot of side quests, and I think I've exhausted everything except for the plaguebearer quest. Yeah, I was planning on saving that for after I get back from the Malkavian mansion. That's when Nines teaches me how to let's see, I think that's when he teaches me how to use melee. Oh, he already taught me how to do melee, so I can probably do that now. Actually, I just realized that. Let me see. Yeah, I guess I can do that now, or yeah, I should probably do that now. Or, the Malkavian mansion is a lot easier. Yeah, I guess I'll do that now. I'll do the side quest now before I head out to the mansion. Alrighty, so let's yep, that should be fine. I have the armor, I have my sword. I should be fine now. So the second part of the quest involves talking to the homeless population outside of the last round. They will tell you to talk to another homeless person called Tin Can Bill. Let me see if I can talk to this person. Nope, it has to be one of them near the last round. Oh, I almost forgot. Downtown. Oh, right, this one too. You went to the Skyline Apartments to look for Muddy, but he wasn't there. Instead, you heard another message telling Durbin and Milton to meet someone at an unknown location across the street from a bar. Well, that's also near the last round. Let me see if I can talk to this person. There we go.
Huh? What do you want?
I need to ask you about the sickness that's been plaguing the homeless.
Yeah? Well, I'd feel a lot more like talking if you gave me a few bucks, you know? How about a 20 to lubricate the old vocal cords?
Hey, I'm your friend from down at the shelter. You can tell me.
Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know too much about nothing, but I know that Tin Can Bill's been telling some crazy stories about how he's got sick and all. Something about a monster, some such.
Where's this Tin Can Bill?
You can usually find him down in his alleyway, just across from that bar nearby.
Thanks.
Cool.
So this is where we continue the serial killer quest, and after I enter, I need to save the game because there's a the game sometimes gets stuck at this point. So let's just save here. Save. Okay. Ding, and there he is. One of them at least.
Did you see it?
That bloody mess is kind of hard to miss.
He done tore him up, right in two, ripped him apart like a rag doll.
Tell me what you saw.
These two guys, the dead guy and the other, and they showed up. I've been living here, so I hid. I thought maybe they was owners or cops come to clean the place out.
Who was the other guy?
A dead feller called him Muddy.
So this dead guy and Muddy, what were they doing here?
They was waiting on someone. They're going to do some kind of job, they were saying. But the person they was meeting, well, he was late. So the one guy leaves to find the phone and call him, and the dead guy stayed. Oh, that's when the killer, that's when he showed up.
Showed up. Okay, first of all, find a phone. This pretty much dates the game to 2004, because if this were in 2020, they'd probably have their own cell phone, or at least one of them would have at least a cell phone, because most people nowadays don't really use landlines. Yeah, 16 years ago. Showed up.
1 second he wasn't there, and then he was. Like out of the shadows he come up. Scared the shit out of the dead guy. I'd like to scream, but I couldn't breathe.
Then what happened?
Oh, that killer, he grew these claws. I swear it, I saw it. The dead guy went white like he seen the devil, and then the killer grabbed him round the neck and lifted him up and started cursing at the guy.
What did he say?
Oh, I couldn't hear too good. Something about revenge for what he did or what they did. The killer made sure the dead guy knew who he was and then ripped him open. Just tore him apart. He did it real slow and made the guy scream.
What about the other guy, Muddy? Did he come back?
No, he never come back.
Alright, time to remind him. You'll forget what you saw here. Leave and do not return.
Okay, I will. I don't want to never think about that again.
You better do. Alright, he didn't get stuck on me. There we go. Also, there's an Easter egg in this thing, in this area. Like, if you pick this up, this head, and you shoot it into the basketball poop. Oh, there we go. There's like an applause. Well, anyway, we're just gonna cheat and just throw it from under the thing. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so let's get up here. Jump, jump, jump. There's a Lucky Star room key. It's a clue. Quest log updated. You found the shredded body of Milton at an abandoned warehouse, but Durbin was nowhere to be found. You did find a key to the Lucky Star Motel, though. That's in Hollywood, the next area. You talked to a bum inside an abandoned warehouse, the scene of the latest grisly murder. The bum witnessed the killing and told you the killer grew claws and ripped the victim apart while saying something about revenge. Okay, that thing's on fire, so I'm just gonna go here. And let's move on to the next one. So let's go to the downtown quest. A helpful homeless person has pointed out Tin Canville as a possible link in the plague-bearer chain. He can be found in the alley across from the last round. Here he is.
Who's there, huh? Old Bill can't see too good these days. Is that you, Fred? I ain't got no booze tonight, so you may as well get the hell out of here.
It's not Fred, Bill. I heard you can tell me why everyone is getting sick.
Yeah, I might be able to. But I'm awful thirsty tonight, mister. Could you spare $5 for a man who's been down on his luck?
Sure, I'll give it to you right after we talk.
Thank you much. I'm going to have to go pick up some hooch. For medicinal purposes, you know. Now, I know you ain't going to believe old Bill, because I've been telling my friends and the cops and everyone since it happened. And people just say that it's the hooch talking and nothing more.
It's alright. I'll believe you, Bill.
It was a monster, you see. monster with his face all twisted and ugly, teeth longer than your finger, and these eyes, piss yellow and full of hate. I've never seen eyes like that before. Still giving me bad dreams.
So, what happened?
He grabbed me, threw me over his shoulder, took me to the bad place, the dark place. Oh, God, the smell. Worse than anything And then he bit me. My neck. Oh, God, it was horrible. Don't remember too much after that. Blacked out and woke up here in my alley. Haven't been feeling too well since then.
Bill, I need to know where the monster took you.
Came up through the sewers, he did. Just around the corner there. Don't want to go back to the bad place, friend. Don't let the monster come back and take me there.
Bill, stay with me. Everything's going to be alright. Don't worry, Bill. Someone's going to pay for this. He did. And conveniently, the entrance is right... Oh, here. So this is a part of the sewer, so it's not connected to the main sewer level of LA. And because I have, like, how much lockpicking do I have? I have lockpicking 5. I can just plow through this area here. Lockpicking is a very useful skill to have. It allows you to bypass a lot of things and, you know, get through the game a lot faster. Now, with lockpicking 10, you can pretty much skip entire sections of the game. Alright, so we go here. I believe that's the bad place he was talking about. Yep, there's like this house of horrors here, so I need fortitude, presence, and blood buff. Yep. Let me equip my Shin Guntu, my katana.
On your way down here, did you? Following the smell of entrails and rotting flesh. Looking for a free meal, little bloodsucker. There's meat galore in my kingdom.
Who the hell are you?
Brother Canker, they call me. High Lord in the diseased halls of the dead. Look around you. The blood. The bloated bodies. The maggot-riddled mortal shells. These are the signs. The coming of a new age.
Why are you feeding on the homeless? Or, Brother Canker, you mean of the Brotherhood of the Ninth Circle?
The Brotherhood of the Ninth Circle. The darkest dawn is almost upon us. Come, join us in these last nights, spreading our disease upon the earth, sharing this unholy communion with our human herd.
Why are you feeding on the homeless?
They are the weak, sick, hopeless. I bring them a new purpose. They are the vessels of darkness, carrying the diseased truth in their veins.
Oh, I see. You've lost your goddamn marbles.
The doors have been opened, the seals broken, and the final steps into the abyss, the terrible mysteries of the Ninth Circle.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I've heard enough.
Come, join the disciples who have gathered here, floating in their own putrescence. I will show you the mysteries of our brotherhood as I feed on your flesh.
Come get some, brother. Easy. And he's dead. Yeah. Here's a flyer with the Brotherhood of the Ninth Circle, and I think this is the thing I need to open. Yep. So, the graphics seem to be glitching here. There we go. It's better now. Alright, so let's read that thing. Brotherhood flyer. The writing on this flyer reads, I am enlightened. Okay? And so now we head on here. Our natural healing should heal that up before we get. I think I might have to stop by the not was it confession or some confession bar to heal up. So here's the part here. Normally you fall into that and you have to take the long way around, but I think I can make the jump. Let's do this. Yeah, we made it. We did it, Reddit. Years of playing Vampire Bloodlines and Team Fortress have made me semi-decent at these types of things. That's aggravated damage. It's taking forever to heal. So now we go back to the last round, I believe. You've killed the second plague bearer and found a flyer with a strange symbol on it. You should go talk to Damsel about this.
Ugh, can I?
Do you know what the symbol of this flyer is?
Yeah, I've seen this. Pretty sure I've seen it around here somewhere. One of the buildings, I think.
I'll look for it. Okay, so she just tells me to go search the building. Let's stop the Jack on the way out.
Hey there, kiddo. What's up?
More tasks for the prince.
Where you headed now?
To find the missing Malkavian primogen.
So a Malk's gone AWOL. If that caught LaCroix off guard, I don't know how he's dodged 100 years of sunrises.
I don't want to help the prince. What am I going to do?
Buck up, kiddo. I told you, man. You do what you gotta do.
I know, but I can't escape it.
You were born into this whole mess with an ounce of fame. That's usually gonna work against you.
What did I do for this attention?
Every time LaCroix sees you, he thinks back to that courtroom where Nines made a fool out of him. A lot of kids are due.
So why me?
I bet he's gonna hold you up one day as an example of what the Camarilla can do for the wayward and lowly. It's a bunch of crap, but hey, good for you.
What am I supposed to do?
Play the game, kiddo. Just keep your eyes open. Hear me? You can help everyone that way.
Yeah, I hear you. Later. So I looked up Smiling Jack's background, and apparently he's a lot older than LaCroix. A lot older. Jack is a legit elder. Like, he was embraced in the 17th century. LaCroix was embraced, I believe, in the 18th century or 19th century. So LaCroix is also an elder, but he's a lot younger than Smiling Jack. However, LaCroix's sire was a lot more powerful. LaCroix's sire was 7th generation. I believe LaCroix is 8th gen, which is why he can dominate us. Whereas Smiling Jack is only 10th generation. Let's see. I'm going the wrong way.
And I crab nibble. Crab nibble.
Crab nipple. Let's see. Experience 6. Do I want to put it on strength or presence? No, actually, let's put it on fortitude. I need fortitude to soak up damage. And I need to actually change my binds. I don't really use brain wipe a lot or sleep. Hold on. So command is probably something I can. No, let me change this to fortitude, presence, presence, and blood buff. So 3, 4, 5. Those are the 3 things I use most of the time. Then we just put our dominate powers here. Dominate. I don't really use blood heal a lot, but I guess I suppose I could. Yeah, let's put blood heal on 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I have 4 dominate powers. Well, I still have only 3. It's command, brain wipe, and sleep. The reason I have to do this is because Bloodlines has way more powers, and there are slots on this this mouse wheel controllable thing, and I won't be able to access all of them just by scrolling the mouse. I believe the 4th level of Dominate isn't available, so Sleep, Fortitude, and it's also kind of wonky. It tends to scroll more than one thing at once. I mean, we are using a beta version of the source engine, so that's why. I'm a bit impatient, so if I need blood, I can just sip on this healing potion. I mean, blue blood pack.
What's up, brother? You enlightened?
Yes, I give him the flyer.
I see. Welcome to the Brotherhood. The bishop will see you upstairs.
Ooh. Thanks. Buzz. Scuttle, scuttle, scuttle. 3, 4, 5. All right, there we go.
Hey, did you get summoned? You're going upstairs to see the bishop.
Summoned?
You're new to the Brotherhood, huh? Just got enlightened. I've been here a few days. When the bishop wants to see you, you'll be summoned, and then you go up these stairs up to the temple.
The temple? What goes on up there?
I don't know. I mean, I hear things, but I haven't been summoned. I had a friend snuck up there a few days ago. Said she saw things, bad things. Yeah.
What did she see?
Blood. She said, blood everywhere. She saw a few of the summoned to try to talk to them, but they just stared at her with these blank looks, you know. One of them started reaching for her, and she ran away.
You sound scared.
Yeah. I know. The bishop said we have to shed our earthly fears on our journey to the ninth circle, but I'm scared to go upstairs. I just want to go home. You know, I want to go home.
Don't worry, you won't have to worry about the bishop anymore. There's an elevator, but I can't use that. Alright, fortitude time. There's zombies! Kill everything with my katana, yeah! I'm a vampire during the zombie apocalypse. I'm just gonna milady everyone. Oh wow, you're getting through my fortitude. What the hell? If I remember correctly, this place doesn't ever run out. Ah, heck. Brains! Ow! Yep, they just keep respawning, so I need to keep fighting through these hordes to reach the bishop. Is that it? Oh, nope. It's this one. This place is quite freaky if you don't know where to go, but I do, so it's not a problem. I hate third-person mode. There we go. Let me go back to first person. I can navigate better. There we go.
Welcome, brother. I see you have been enlightened. Are you searching for something? Do you seek the truth? You've come to the right place, brother. We got more truth here than we can handle.
Are you the leader of the Brotherhood of the Ninth Circle?
They call me Bishop Vick, Shepherd of the Damned, your midnight guide through our last days here on Earth. Do you feel it, brother? The curtain being drawn back at last, drawn back by my hand, by the Brotherhood of the Ninth Circle.
Last days here on Earth. Are you talking about Gehenna?
Gehenna, Judgment Day, the apocalypse again. Brother, you are too indoctrinated into the antiquated beliefs of this material world. There is no rhyme or reason, no all-powerful and terrible God to watch over their children. You talk of disease. What about the disease that you and I both carry? Our flesh remade into nothing more than an abomination, feeding on our brothers and sisters like so many cattle. What God watched over me when that demon tore into my neck and made me into this monster you see before you? No, brother. There is no God who would tolerate such a thing. And so I have become God, and the diseases I carry to the masses will bring about an end of my own making. Until we have all journeyed below into the Ninth Circle.
I understand your feelings about being a vampire, but this is no way to deal with it.
The time for words has come and gone, my brother. You and I will take those last steps together and see what truth lies behind the curtain. Let the night fall forever on this cursed earth, and let the fruits of my labor bring a long and bloody harvest.
Wait, I know we can work this out. I'm gonna try to talk to the jutsu him, even though it's futile. Nope. Okay, I need to actually drink a blood pack because I'm running low. So this guy is a keep away boss. See, he uses celerity and presence to keep me away. Where the fuck is he? There he is. I've cornered him. There we go. There we go. Okay, I've cornered him, so I can just trap him here. Ah, he got away. God damn it. Ah, heck. There he is. I need to drink another potion. I mean blood pack. Where did he go? There we go. He just keeps running away with his celerity. He's dead! Yeah, we did it, Reddit! We did it! I'm gonna grab his shotgun on the way out. Experience rewarded too. Yeah, we did it. And the doorman is gone. You have killed Bishop Vick, the head of the plaguebearer Doomsday cult, thus ending their disease-spreading religion. Report back to Damsel. And I also have to report back to the regent, Maximilian. So the point of that boss fight was to show off how you can combine celerity and firearms to just, kite everything to death. So yeah, if you're not prepared for that boss fight, that can easily easily take you out.
Ugh, Cam.
All the plague bearers are dead.
You killed all of them? You. So I guess you want me to thank you or something? Damn it. Thanks, okay? Well, cool for now, but just don't go bragging to everybody about it.
I got a notification on my phone. What's that about? I need to silence this. Mute. There we go. Oh, just a Twitch notification about someone else going online. You're not so bad either, damsel. Still a bitch, but in a good way.
Righteous. You know, you just may have an Anarch soul. I'll let you chew on that, Cammy. Some of the boys might have overheard our conversation and gotten the impression I've gone soft. Somebody in this joint's gotta lack the restraint to keep their mouth shut.
Wait, what if I'm sick of LaCroix and I want to join the Anarchs?
I don't know. You seem pretty tight with Nancy Pants up there.
What are you trying to imply, damsel?
Say, you really want to help us out? Stay close to LaCroix. Smooch his ass, play ball. Keep an eye on him for us. You hear anything spicy, you come talk to me. Don't advertise. For all anyone in that tower will know, you're still a worthless, boot-licking Cammy Dooboy.
Okay, I'll keep my affiliation a secret. I'll humor LaCroix for now.
Cool. With someone on the inside, we should be able to eject his candy ass a whole lot sooner. Keep us conscious, Cammy.
It's not a revolution without me. See you, damsel.
What did you just say?
It's not a revolution without me. Okay. Need blood. Yeah, I need to eat someone. Let's go back to Confession to feed on our blood doll before heading. Actually, no, I don't need to. I can just go to the Malkavian mansion and eat the inmates there. But first, let's stop by the Tremere Chantry there with that shining purple sun thingy. Which I assume is only visible to vampires. Otherwise, it's going to be a huge masquerade breach.
Hello, neonate. How can I be of assistance?
Do you have a few minutes to talk with me?
Of course.
I solved the problem with the epidemic.
You have? Impressive, young one. What exactly was the source of the epidemic?
It was a blood cult headed by a vampire named Bishop Vick, a plague bearer.
Tell me of this so-called bishop.
He wanted to bring about the end of the world.
I see. That end may very well be upon us. But to business. I have a debt to pay you for your services.
Yes, you do.
If you so desire, I can give to you a unique talisman that might be of use.
A magic item!
If that does not
Or
interest
gold.
you, I can compensate you with hard currency. You decide.
I'll take the item you're talking about.
A wise decision, neonate. True power lies not in
Excuse me?
wealth, but in the things it affords you. I hope this object serves you well.
Me too, Sia. That is actually something very useful to keep in mind in real life as well. Money isn't power in and of itself, but the things you can get with money gives it power. It's like having money and knowing how to use it properly. Having money gives you power, but knowing how to use it properly gives you even more power. So what did he give us? He gave us this, the Blood Star. All kindred have the innate power to push their undead bodies to the height of mortal capacity, but only for a moment and at a dire cost of blood. This eldritch talisman was crafted to boost this ability. Blood buff has twice the duration. Yep. So now we don't have to spend as much blood points to buff ourselves.
My man, what is up?
I need to do some shopping, Larry. So let's sell off our loot. This shotgun is $8. And do we have anything else? Yeah, we do. There we go. We need research 6 to unlock that. So I know that talking to Beckett will allow me to buff my scholarship at the museum. So I might have to wait for that and just buff intelligence instead. Let's see, manipulation, strength. So, all the enemies in the Malkavian Museum are mortal, so they should be easy. And if I incapacitate all but one, I can just feed on that last survivor. Right here.
There you are. I was beginning to think you ditched me.
You know what I need? Nom nom nom. There we go. Let's see, does she have money for us?
Money, right? I've got your cut right here.
Thanks, Venus. Keep it coming. So there's something else about the clubs in this game. If you dance continuously for 5 minutes, you regain a point of humanity.
Evening.
And it's only once per club. And it's not something that's ever pointed out in the game. I think it's an Easter egg or something. So if your humanity is low enough, you can dance for 5 minutes per club, once per club, and you can get free humanity points. Anyway, I think, have we exhausted all of the quests? Yes, I believe we have. So now we need to go to the Malkavian mansion.
Going somewhere?
Away from here. Grout's mansion. Hey, it's Nines. That's totally not Nines. That's Ming Zhao disguised as Nines.
What are you doing here?
I might ask you the same thing.
Out now.
You feeling alright, man?
You should get out of here. This place is bad news. Pardon me.
Well, hi, what's inside? So apparently, Wes changed the dialogue. Normally, he just answers you in a weird way. When you ask him that, he just says no, and then you can say, "Hey, that wasn't a yes or no question." Then he tells you to get out of here. I think that might be for discipline act. Wait, is this? Oh wow, what the hell? That's freaky. It was like glitching out or something. Ooh, wow. There's a spot there where my character just glitches. Alright, so let's go inside. I think the door locks behind me. It does, so I'm stuck here. I'm just gonna eat this person. So Grout's mansion is a house of horrors filled with these things. His patients, basically. These knife-wielding women and those claw-wielding men. I'm just gonna, I guess, fight them. 2, 3. I'm gonna eat the last one. Now that's basically how combat works with mortals in this game. You kill all but one, and then you just eat the last one. There we go, I already have that weapon, knife. And so Grout has these tape recorders which narrate his life.
It is quite.
And the nice thing is that they continue playing while I'm exploring the place.
I am thinking of one unfortunate phenomenon in particular of unique interest to my station, both as a professional and as a sufferer of this vampiric condition. It seems the stream of time has begun to erode the moorings of my chosen course of study, for the methodologies that gave birth to psychology are slowly disappearing. I find myself in an era that overlooks the physical component of psychological pathology time and again in favor of the sophistic practices of Freud. Phrenology, dactopintilism, and the rest of the old guard has fallen by the wayside, its champions all silenced in death, with my unique exception. Would that I could make my voice heard again, although it may be suspicious should I return to popular medical discourse 50 years after my apparent death.
So we got our new magic item, Weekapog Thistle. This petrified reed was not meant to fall into the hands of the damned, but vampires can benefit from its shamanistic magic all the same. Magic, so this is a mage item. Increases defense by 1 point.
No, better that I continue my studies into the psychoses in secret. One day, may I hold up my own cure as validation of the methods. I am confident no cure for my condition, or that of my beloved wife, lies within our figurative minds, waiting to be unlocked by the correct combination of memories recovered from our childhoods. And I'm most certain it has nothing to do with the relationship between myself, my parents, and my genitals. Sorry, Sigmund, but I choose to stay my course. In time, too, may your star fade and disappear.
So the subtitles appear to be progressing too quickly. But I guess we can just listen to what he's saying and just ignore the subtitles because they're going too fast.
Another unfortunate casualty to tide of time, insane asylums. I lament their loss not only as brokerage houses for the breadth and depth of human psychoses, but also I shall mourn the disappearance of that peculiar environment present only in an insane asylum. That palpable atmosphere of blistered brains and churning bowels, the odoriferous melange of freely flowing bodily humors, that gently rolling cacophony of distant sobs and screams, the muttered cursing at perceived enemies, and the blissful gurgling of the lobotomized, like a newborn babe discovering the sky. I shall still find test subjects as surely as I find bloody sustenance in the night, but this climate, I fear, may never be replicated.
So basically he kidnaps random people and turns them into the monsters I just killed. So this is the next part. Perception at once shapes the mind and rules over time. Time, however, erodes human perception and then in turn warps the mind. The mind is capricious, having various effects on perception, time, and the mind itself. With harmony, progress is made. So, this looks like the mind, time, and perception. I think I have to keep hitting this over and over again. This is like a red herring. Like, it makes you think that, there's a puzzle to be done here. I think, what is this? So, erodes human perception and turn warps the mind. So I think I just have to keep hitting this until everything lights up. There we go. So basically, perception switches the mind and time lights. Time switches the perception and mind lights. And mind switches everything. So you just keep hitting the mind thing and it just opens up. I thought that was really funny, like just hitting that over and over again, and very appropriate for a Malkavian like Grout. Right, let's continue on. You can just sneak past here by putting to sleep the yep, that guy. Put that guy to sleep. These women don't attack until you interact with them. You can just open this. There we go. Let's go upstairs. There we go. It's like a really steep staircase. Now, I don't know who he got to build this mansion. This is fucking insane, but Malkavian, obviously. Switch to command. Command, there we go. And eat him. Alright, here's another recording.
Often I reflect with great regret on the missed opportunity that was my...
The dead one there.
Had I been conscious after the attack, I could have stopped the orderlies from locking her in the roaming pen.
So let's talk about how he got embraced for now.
One interview, a few simple questions of the plague-ridden woman who met her end that dawn. Of course, there is no guarantee she would have been any more helpful than my current crop of test subjects, mewling wretches. Few could be called enthusiastic. Given the nature of the tests, I cannot expect the same fervor from all, but a modicum of cooperation would be appreciated. Animals. The one called John went so far as to gnaw off his arm and escape into the floorboards like some feral rodent. I still hear him scurrying about at night. He must be making an atrocious mess.
So basically, he got embraced by a patient, a vampire under his care. And when he got turned, he didn't realize he was a vampire, and he ordered his orderlies to lock her outside, and she just burned to death when the sun rose. And he didn't discover he was a vampire until much later.
My studies proceed at a languid pace. I'm mired in a foul ennui as my wife's illness advances. My subjects grow restless without proper supervision, but I cannot pull myself back from this black depression. How many nights I've wasted now, gazing from the tower walk, pondering the frailty of existence.
So it's a very, very weird place with all these twists and turns. Just eat her and use her to basically top off our blood pool. Off ourselves that way. Let's put that guy to sleep. I think we, this is the next area. Yep, this is the next area. Here's the recording. Like, that looks like a mirror, but it actually isn't. It's actually, an illusion. I guess we're just gonna play this.
After decades of solitary study into this affliction, I have learned that it is by no means mine alone.
See, I don't have a reflection
here. The city
here.
is home to an entire society of similarly afflicted individuals with whom I've only recently made contact. They are an understandably standoffish sort, by and large, but I have been able to confirm with them that the condition is indeed vampirism, which apparently comes in a multitude of strains, each with a spectacular set of symptoms such as invisibility and even a sort of lycanthropy. Through numerous official interactions with the governing body of this secret society, I have concluded that their fundamental understanding of the vampiric condition is woefully lacking and mired in suspicion and pseudo-religious dogma that would make a Turk balk for its strictures. Indeed, they seemed impressed with my studies and the eloquence with which I was able to present them. Apparently, the typical sufferer of my particular strain of vampirism is far from the vanguard of the King's English. So impressed were they that they even offered me an office in their government, a rather high office by the sound of things. I believe I shall accept. If nothing else, it should provide a lofty vantage point from which to observe the breadth and epidemiology of the affliction so that I may move more expeditiously toward a cure.
So, this is a puzzle like the one downstairs. Chaos, like the mind, can be understood only through the scientific process. Order, however, is only as good as the perception thereof. So, chaos is the equivalent of mind. I guess order is the equivalent of perception, and time is the key that links the two and bears witness to their ebb and flow. So, I think it's the time thing that we have to keep spamming. Let's talk to that.
I have accepted the role of Primogen.
Let's
Clan
activate this thing.
Malkavian, the dreadfully winsome label applied to the particular strain of vampirism I suffer, so named for some supposed vampire father figure of old, or poppycock grown from a backward culture that seems interminably drawn to children's tales and the fiction of Victorian romance, when it should concern itself with the science behind their suffering. No matter.
So you spam the mind,
for
mind
no greater
candlestick.
reason than to advance
And this one,
my
since
research.
chaos is the mind,
I must
just
make
spam
mention, however, that even among my would-be peers in this governing body of vampires, the level of paranoia and superstition is frightening. Their intelligence is not the question, no, indeed. As they courted me for this appointment, I had to suspect that their overtures were hand-tailored to what must be
So
my
we're gonna
obvious
disarm this one by
infatuation
one.
with reason. For the devil would do well to have such honey-tongued tempters. Even so, I could not help but notice the dressing of language these vampire leaders chose for their siren song. Whether it is born of habit, from addressing their unwashed, ill-educated subjects, or from their own deep-seated beliefs, their linguistic flourishes belie a faith in superstition over the providence of empirical reason that must be an all-pervasive theme in this society of darkest night. Damn it all, now I'm doing it too.
So we just disarmed this weird Tesla coil area. And now we can go out. Alrighty. Unlock Grout's inner sanctum. Yeah, we did it, Reddit. So this is basically where we were before. This is the door I tried to lockpick, but couldn't even interact with it. The guy's awake. Oops, wow, I just got bounced here. Let's put him to sleep once more and just sneak past everyone. So now there's an entire room there where we're supposed to get the key, but oh, here's another one.
As I expand my dealings with the vampire government, I have encountered a disturbing new symptom of this affliction. Frequently, in conversation, I will hear voices emanating from other vampires, voices that are not their own, but which seem to have insight into their lives beyond what I could gather from simple conversation. These voices seem to echo from deep within my fellow vampires, and I cannot be certain if this symptom belongs to my strain of the illness or theirs, for the voices are various and inconsistent. I dare not mention this symptom to my vampiric peers, for they have proven themselves true predators to whom I could be loath to reveal any sign of weakness. Indeed, these voices have counseled me against confessing their presence, and until I can confirm their source, I will listen. The information the voices have given me ranges from curious to frightening. The latter case is especially true of one powerful vampire whose name I shall not commit to recording in the interests of...
It's LaCroix. Powerful vampire is LaCroix. Totally. Let's lockpick this. Hey, there's gun. Shotgun and a handgun. What is that? The mind is a maze, and mazes inspire minds. In the labyrinth beyond this door, reactions of test subjects to the weirdest environments can be studied easily with that vampiric invisibility power of mine. So yeah, this is a restored thing added back by the plus patch. It's like a weird maze. That, yeah, let's do that. Let's do this thing. Yes, let's eat this person. Nom. This one is locked, open. This one's open, this one's open, so I guess let's go right. Okay, that's weird. This one's open. That one's open. I think this just wraps around. That one is locked. It's open. Yep, I think this is pretty much the same area that we fall through. Locked. So yeah, it is funneling us into one specific area. I mean, realistically, if this were an actual Malkavian mansion, you could be trapped in one of these rooms, but that would make for a really, really shitty video game. So they give us one correct path to go through. This one. Let's fall down there. Boop. It's covered in blood. There we go. It seems like identical, but look, all but one passage is locked. Just sneak past her. I don't need to kill you, milady. We go here. Open. It's open. This one is open. Oh, interesting. That goes outside. This one goes... Let's check this one. There seems to be someone there. Because my stealth meter is like detecting something. Okay, that's weird. Let's try going here first. Ooh. That's weird. I haven't... Oh wow, it's like a broken area. With music, and look, there's like light streaming from the roof. And there's like a dead vampire there. Oh, ow, ow, holy crap. What the fuck? Why am I on fire? Fortitude. Let's turn that off. Ooh, ow. Oh, so that's what it is. It's not daytime. Why am I getting set on fire? Driver's license. Let's see. I already know who this is. A California driver's license. The name of the license is Kent Allen Ryan. That's the guy. That's the regnant of Patty, the one we convinced to leave town and go to San Diego. So he got kidnapped by Grout. Oh shit. Let's get out of here. That's really convenient. We can eat these people. Just one person? It's an orderly. God, fuck it, let's eat this guy. Okay, I guess we have to kill him. Fortitude. And we eat the last one. Nom, nom, nom. I don't think I made it through this area the last time, or maybe this was something recently added. So that, I guess that's Grout's weird Malkavian bullshit leaking through, because it's nighttime. I shouldn't be taking sunlight damage. Alright, so let's go to this area. There's someone here. Yep. Guess let's command. Or just sleep him. There we go, he's asleep. Can I use anything here? Like a projector. Anything I can use here? Nope, nope, nothing. Nothing. Let's get out of here. Now we go here. I think the door should be unlocked now. Yep, it's unlocked now. Oh, this is like the creepy place with these like statues, which just block your path. They don't actually attack you. A door, it's not a real door. Alright, so let's go upstairs. Open this. Whoop. What's that? It's...
They're coming.
They're coming. What's coming? Hey, look, the statues. Yeah, they can't actually hurt me. So, how do I get out of here? So, I guess they just block my path, and hey! Hi there! Oh, it's locked. Heck. How do I get out of here? I can't remember! Oh, the phone's ringing. Quick! They're waving me back. There we go. I can get out now. And I think, how do we get out of here? Here? Nope, that's the, oh, I think I have to go here again. Yeah, I'll have to eat this guy. No. Now that phone is ringing and I had to answer that phone. Nom. Alright, so.
Stop doing that.
Oh, there it is.
Mother shan't be too pleased. None too pleased.
I think that's a reference to Psycho. Alright, let's... He's just running away. Yeah, let's eat him too. Nom 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 nom. There we go. We buffed our presence and fortitude. Is it here? That's a door. It's a dead orderly. What is this? Famous doctor dies in accident. February 28, 1925, the unrecognizable corpse of renowned shrink Dr. Alistair Grout was found in his burning car as it crashed into Hollywood Hills today. Special edition. Like a chapel or sorts. What is in here? Ooh. Morphine bottle. Nights gone by, nights here. I have a hard time being loyal servant, but now the victim of his growing mistrust. It's hard to read. Trapped here by the master. Okay, so this is like one of the unfortunate people that he kidnapped and trapped. I think I have to go upstairs. Oh, there we go. We got back to the main mansion area. Ah, this bypasses the combat area.
I am no longer safe. I know it. The voices have proven themselves authentic, and I have withdrawn from the Vampire Society entirely. My absence will no doubt draw attention, but I could no longer hold my fragile composure around the ravenous eyes of my vampire peers, especially not around him. The voices compelled me to make what I fear is a Faustian bargain, but I had to, for their demands are constant and merciless. I have secluded myself within the mansion. I know he will strike out at me. He will go to any length to achieve his ambitions, and he knows it, I know. I have taken precautions to protect my beloved wife. The cure will have to wait until our immediate safety is guaranteed. The mansion was constructed with security in mind, but at that time I was not privy to the full range of vampire capabilities. The voices echo in the twisted corridors of my psyche, dark whisperings of a macabre and formless menace, the approach of which portends an end to all of this.
A macabre and formless menace. I'm gonna assume that means Ming Zhao. Ming Zhao in her war form, destroying Grout. I think there's another tape player here that we skipped because we went past the we went through the mansion. We went through the maze area. Let me see if I can play it. Oh, there's this guy. Let's put him to sleep. There it is. There's the tape. The last, the penultimate one.
The voices have increased in frequency and direction.
So basically, his connection to the Malkavian Madness Network is warning him of LaCroix's inevitable betrayal.
I fear others are beginning to notice my preoccupation at the vampire gatherings. I am thinking again of the particular vampire of whom I spoke previously, who I dare not name for my growing fear. If the voices are to be believed, then my caution is warranted, for they speak of his blackest crimes, both past and future. More than once I have seen the suspicion in his eyes and heard the distrust in his voice when speaking with me. The fear must register on my face, as it is all I can do in these moments to keep from crying out in chorus with the voices.
So yeah, basically he foresaw his death at the hands of LaCroix and Ming Zhao. Also, another thing to point out is this is most likely his wife that he was trying to cure. Sometimes Malkavians don't come out of the embrace right. I mean, all Malkavians come out of the embrace wrong compared to other vampires, but some come out wronger than others. These are vampires whose derangements are too debilitating for them to be able to function as vampires. They're called the Gnawed. Gnawed. Malkavians are compelled to keep them alive because they know that each vampire that dies awakens the antediluvians just one more bit. Basically, each time a vampire dies, one of the ancient vampire forefathers gets closer to waking up and killing everyone. So they know unconsciously that they have to keep these flawed vampires around instead of just, putting them out of their misery. So basically, her derangement probably makes her catatonic and just, doesn't allow her to function properly. And instead of putting her out of her misery, Dr. Grout has been obsessed with trying to find a cure for her. He probably knows deep inside that there's no cure for her condition, but he just knows unconsciously that killing her, putting her out of her misery is a bad idea because that means Malkav is one step closer to waking up. So let's play this thing. That should unlock the final door. And we'll meet the hunter, Grunfeld Bach. There we go. It's open. Is there another tape player here? Nope, I think that was the last one. So these are objects from their youth. That's like a clock. I guess that's both of them? Or maybe their parents? That's a rose. What the fuck is that? Oh, I think that might be a pet. A pet that died. Stuffed toy. And a brain. Oh goodness, did he extract her brain? Anyway. Keter are the clanless vampires, outcast by other kindred and despised by those who bother to notice them at all. And so there's Grout. He got staked and killed. So let's look around first before continuing. Oh, we're glitching out. This is locked. Yeah, I didn't have to interact with him. Saw the remains of Alistair Grout. Boom. You have viewed the charred remains of Alistair Grout. You should probably inform the prince about his demise.
By the flames!
Grout's dead. Who the hell are you?
Grout is dead? Pity it could not be by my hand. No matter. Soon your self-made kings and false prophets and all who bear the mark of the beast will be washed from the earth for the coming of the Lord.
Who the hell are you?
As you burn, tell them it was Grunfeld Bach who sent your damned soul to that lake of fire. All agents of Satan shall return to whence they came. Let this righteous display serve as a promise to all who serve the archfiend Lacroix. I'm coming for you, Lacroix. By the power of the Lord, I will cleanse your black soul.
Yeah, whatever. He's running away. And I better activate Fortitude because this area hurts a lot. A fucking ton. Alright, let's open this. Okay, so... Oh, ow! What the fuck? So, they're on fire. And like the haunted house, you can't actually burn to death here just by standing still. The fire progresses as you progress through the level. There we go. Bam. Got him. And there's really only one way out. There we go, got him. It's here. There we go. And we're out. Yeah! So now the whole thing's on fire. Ah, let's get out of here. So before we go back to Lacroix, there's one thing I need to do. I need to go to the last round and talk to them about how Nines was suspiciously in the area. Also, I might have to end the stream soon. This will be as long as one of my usual streams, about an hour and 30 minutes, because I have stuff to do. I have to clean up in my apartment and do a lot of other stuff. So I'll probably be back. I will definitely be back tomorrow on Friday. For now, it's just mostly role-playing and selling off our loot. I think I can even do that. So I'm just gonna stop by here, go back to the print, and stop by here again. Let's talk to Skelter.
You look like you've seen a ghost.
Where's Nines?
You went to go look into something. Why?
Are you sure? I just saw him.
Say what?
The Malkavian Primogen was killed, and I saw Nines leaving the scene.
Yo, that's bullshit. I don't know if you were put up to this or what, but you best not be saying that shit too loud. I know what he's out doing, and it doesn't have anything to do with the Camarilla. But not our only concern.
He's out fighting the Kuei Jin, I believe. Okay, but I also found this. Seems Grout killed that Toreador sugar daddy of Patty.
Well, just keep this under your hat, you hear?
Sure, goodbye.
What's all the noise, kiddo? What'd you say to Skelter?
I think Nines killed the Malkavian Primogen.
Beg your pardon?
I think Nines killed the Malkavian Primogen. I saw him there.
Ah, bullshit, man. You think you saw Nines.
That's just what it looked like. I don't know.
This is a total smear job. Lacroix can't meet Nines head on, so this is how he's gonna shank him.
I had to tell Lacroix what I saw.
Do what you gotta do.
Heard anything?
I'll let you know when I have. So I guess I can't give her any information.
What's up?
Okay, he has no new dialogue. So let's get out of there. Actually, while I'm here, I'm gonna stop by my apartment and talk to my ghoul, Heather, to see if she has any new dialogue. Because I know advancing the main quest also advances a lot of these time-sensitive things. That's how it works in these RPGs. I think it's also how it worked in Neverwinter Nights, another thing that the remnants of Troika made. Neverwinter Nights 2, rather. Not Neverwinter Nights 1. Actually, let's sell our stuff to Larry first.
My man, what is up?
I need to do some shopping, Larry. So sell that. Sell. There's a ring. Morphine! You have a crap ton of money and nothing to spend it on. So the museum is one area where you get bonus XP if you don't kill anyone, and it is actually possible to complete it without killing anyone. So that's something we'll do. I will probably need to buff my security because there's a security skill book in the museum that we can use to buff it up to 3 or 4. And then there's a magic item in Chinatown which gives us +1 to security. So we only really need to bring it up to 4 to max it out. Let's go back here to our apartment and speak to our ghoul. Okay, apartment 4. Ding. Muse. Vanished. Elizabeth Dane crew missing. Curse the sarcophagus? Gasp. There she is.
Anything I can do for you?
I feel famished. Share your blood with me.
Please, take me inside of you.
I will. So, Heather also serves as a blood doll. You can feed on her, but only through dialogue. If you feed on her outside of dialogue, I think what happens is she gets stuck in dazed mode and you basically break her quest line. So let's open the TV.
Between Milton's prison
hey!
And the slasher.
The Southland Slasher.
Story later tonight. Simon Milligan, host of local cable show Haunted LA.
Also Simon Milligan, who we sent to Pisha to eat. One is unread.
Los Angeles, according to the show's producer.
9 is sacrifice. A bishop is sacrificed for the king. The bishop would be Grout. The king is LaCroix.
Found yet of the Haunted LA team, and rumors by the show's fans speculate the crew met a supernatural.
Yep. So at several points in the game, I think Heather asks you for more blood, and you can feed her to keep her as your ghoul. She's basically the player character's pet in this context. Alright, so let's go back to Venture Tower and speak to the prince. Open, says me.
Evening there. Something burning? Ooh, smells like someone burnt the burgers.
I don't smell anything. I've got an appointment with LaCroix.
Sure, I'll open her up for you. Jeez, I could go for one of them double-spaced burgers with the onions and the cheese and some bacon and a guacamole. Ooh.
Thanks. Ding.
The Primogens still haven't been contacted by Grout. I thought I made it clear that you are not supposed to come back until we had heard from him.
Grout's dead.
Grout's dead? What?
Yeah, and this guy Bach set his house on fire, nearly killed me. Or, who's Bach? He tried to burn me up and he really hates you.
Bach! Every time I think he's lost the scent. So, Bach killed Grout to draw me out.
It seems like Grout was already dead when he arrived.
Bach is a hunter. They stalk and kill our kind to appease their god. But like many mortals, their so-called faith is nothing but a conduit through which they quench their killing urge. Who else would have killed Grout?
On the way in, I saw Nines Rodriguez leaving the mansion.
Look at me. Are you sure it was Nines Rodriguez? Because if it was, the consequences... Do you know where this might lead? Do you really have any idea?
I'm positive it was Nines. This may mean war with the Anarchs. Is that right?
It means... Under most circumstances, I would call a blood hunt on the murderer immediately. However, the Anarchs of this city may interpret such an action to be a declaration of war. I do not want a war with them. This decision will take some time. I need to confer with the Primogen on this. In the meantime, I've come to a decision on the Ankaran Sarcophagus, and I believe that for the safety of the inhabitants of this city, we need to place the sarcophagus under Camarilla protection until its contents can be confirmed. You're becoming quite indispensable to me. So, out of all my available personnel, I'm going to entrust...
So he's sending me another suicide mission to try and get rid of me.
It was quietly delivered to the Museum of Natural History a few hours ago.
I'll go at once.
The manifest from the Dane shows there was a small box from the same dig on board, but it was listed as missing. Keep an eye open for it. It may have been overlooked. It's crucial we get the sarcophagus in our possession within the next few hours.
All these tasks have left me a little short on cash.
Yes, of course. Here, I can't have one of my representatives running around wearing attire befitting a cut-rate funeral parlor. Invest it carefully.
That should permit me to more quickly bring the sarcophagus to you. $500.
Here are the keys to the front door of the museum. The sarcophagus should be in an examination room of some sort. There's a small security staff on site, but I don't want a massacre. Mortals are just as easy to deceive as they are to kill.
I'm ready to go, but I had a few questions first.
One or two, but that's all.
How does Bach know you?
My history with that family dates back to Bach's grandfather, who pursued me into Africa, where I killed him. Bach's father tracked me to London to meet his death. And now Bach and the Society of Leopold have followed me across America. They never learn.
The Society of Leopold?
Witch hunters. An anachronism
Infodump, lore!
Middle Ages. They are inquisitors, whose fanaticism has convinced them that their triumph over the supernatural will save mankind and secure them a cushy spot in heaven.
What's a blood hunt?
A blood hunt is a death sentence. When one commits a high crime against our society, a blood hunt may be called. It is then the responsibility of the city's kindred to bring the offender final death.
So basically, a blood hunt is when a prince declares a vampire an outlaw, and every vampire in the city is allowed to kill that vampire, and I think in some cases even diablerize that vampire. So it's basically a death sentence, and instead of getting killed for killing another vampire, you have permission to kill that guy. I see. I'm ready to go to the museum now.
There is a degree of immediacy attached to this task. Work fast. And, as on the Dane, you are not to open the Ankaran sarcophagus for any reason. Excuse me.
Okay. And so, I think I'm going to end the stream here. Let's go back downstairs. And the next time, I'll probably stop by the last round before I head out. And then I'm going to go to the museum. So, let's save the game. Save. Heck. Let me delete that. The Adventures of Toothy McBloodsucker 05. Okay. And so that's it. I'll see you folks tomorrow at the same time, 8 a.m. Central Time. Anyway, this has been Dale Keter. See ya, folks.